Hey everyone, hope you've had a great week. Brandon here with the latest blog entry, week 6. It's been a busy week across the board. I just got back in from Paducah, and for you folks who don't live in Kentucky, that's the other end of the state, literally the entire opposite end of the state from where I live. So I've been doing a lot of traveling the last couple of days for work. I've been out to Owensboro and Paducah, but finally back home tonight. You see, you got a little different locale this evening. We're in the kitchen, and the reason we're in my kitchen tonight is because I've got some dinner in the oven, and I want to make sure that I keep a close eye on that because I haven't ate since breakfast, so I'm ready to eat. So we're going to make sure that we keep a real close eye on that. A couple of high notes this week, of course. The Broncos won the Super Bowl. That was an awesome start to the week. The Sunday menu was a little bit diverse, so we really didn't keep track too much. But the big thing is, once you structure yourself and you get used to eating certain foods, even with all the food that we had, I was really not all that bad. My wife made veggie pizza, which was great, and I asked for that, and I ate a lot of that. So I mean, even eating a lot of veggie pizza is a lot, but still, we had regular pizza. I think I had a couple of slices of it, but for the most part, I ate veggie pizza on Sunday night for Super Bowl, and then I had 2 cupcakes. So that was the first actual sweets I've had in a long time. So that was first in a while. So I'll take that. The big news, drum roll, I went to the doctor on Monday for my psyche valve. So 2 good things come out of that. Number one, I'm not crazy, which I was kind of borderline on there for a little bit. No, not really. And she told me that she was going to recommend be cleared for surgery. That's the oven preheating. So I'm sitting here looking at the oven. I'm stalking that tenderloin that's in there. But and the second good thing is she told me, well, she didn't tell me, but I weighed because my appointment, my psyche valve was at the doctor's office where my surgeon is based out of, and I weighed there, which is the first place that I weighed in at. So I kind of wanted to weigh there again, and the number is 26 pounds. 26 pounds. I have lost that. Made you wait there just to say, did you like that, didn't you? 434. That's a month of dieting, so that was some good news, and glad to hear that. Great news, actually. I did not think I'd lost that much. I had a bet with myself that I'd probably lost about 20 pounds, and some other folks said between 25 and 30. So I guess they were a little closer, so that's awesome in the first month there. So hopefully we can keep on going. I know it's going to slow down some, though, once we get deeper into it, and I'm ready for that. I kind of expect that, so I'm not going to be too disappointed. I did get to work out a little bit this week at the hotels during my travels. As I mentioned, I've been to Paducah today, so that's the opposite end of the state from you folks who might be watching from out of state. So that's a long way, 6 hours plus you lose an hour coming back because that part of the state's in the central time zone, and we're in the eastern time zone. So we'll get off of that. The other big news this week, I'm going to keep this relatively short, is that this week was a bit of a struggle for me diet-wise. Now, I didn't go crazy, but when you're traveling, you get out of your routine. And I'm not going to go through the whole menu this week because it was really up in the air after about Wednesday anyway. So I had the normal things that I normally have early in the week, Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday breakfast. But I really kind of got off track a little bit with the schedule, and I know that's a big thing to keep your schedule current. So I got a little bit off this week. Now Wednesday, I was traveling most of the day. I went from Cumberland to Owensboro, which was about 4 or 5 hours. So I ate breakfast that morning, and then I didn't eat again until about 8 o'clock that night. So that was not good. But again, when you get to traveling and get out of your routine, you get out you get off a schedule, and when you do that, I ate probably more than I should. I didn't eat anything bad. I had steak and a potato, which I know there's a lot of starch, but when you're out and about and don't have the food you have at home, you got to kind of make do. And then I had a salad, so ate out a couple of days this week. I probably went over my calories both days, but I did do pretty well. I had 3 meals yesterday, but I had oatmeal and yogurt for breakfast at the hotel, and then I had steak and mixed vegetables. And actually, I had mixed vegetables last night. I had steak and a potato and a salad for lunch yesterday, and then grilled chicken and some grilled shrimp and a salad and some mixed vegetables for dinner last night. So even though I probably went over my calories a little just because it's fast food and the way they prepare things, or not fast food, sit down diner food, I guess. Appleback. Where are you at? I'm tired, folks. It's all right. I'll get it straight here in a minute. Outback and Old Charlie's yesterday, and then I had Logan's the night before. So it's tough when you're traveling and you kind of get away from home and you have to eat things that you're kind of, out of custom eating. I've been practicing eating out a little more, but I still haven't really got the hang of it yet, especially when I don't have my wife there to be like, okay, how many calories is that? Let's calculate this. I just kind of like, well, that looks healthy, so I'll eat that. So I think I did okay, but I did exercise a little bit at the hotel on Wednesday night when I got there to kind of de-stress a little bit, so that helped. I walked a mile on the treadmill, burned about 200 calories. I went to do it again last night, but the treadmill was not working and the elliptical was in use. Um, when I got to the weight room at the new hotel, so I didn't get to work out last night. I kind of just took it easy, getting ready for the drive back today. But that's really about it. You know, Valentine's Day coming up this weekend, so make sure you tell your sweetheart that you love them. Get to spend a 3-day weekend with my sweetheart, so I'm looking forward to that. Valentine's Day, of course, will be a little bit off the grid once again because we probably have a little sweet treat. It's Valentine's Day. You got to be strict about this, and you've got to be in the mindset that you can't do this every day, but you also can't be like, I'm never going to eat anything sweet ever again, because you're not going to do that. We're human people. We get into situations where you're going to eat a little something sweet every once in a while. You have to have the willpower not to do it every day, which I have had. I've not had any problems with that. But we're going to have a little sweet treat for Valentine's Day. So I think I'm going to wrap this one up and get ready to eat a little dinner. So I appreciate you all tuning in. Sorry this wasn't one a little bit longer and more detailed, but we'll do that next week. But I'm going to say so long for now. Have a great weekend. Happy Valentine's Day.